Good morning students. In the previous video we have completed our 6 stanzas from the poem Legend of the Northland. Now let us in short just look out what exactly we have discussed in those 6 stanzas. Okay, so for that we will just have a loud reading of that 6 stanzas so that once it will be revised. Now away in the Northland where the hours of the days are few and the nights are so long in winter that they cannot sleep them through. Where they harness the swift reindeer to the sledges when it snows, and the children look like beer cups in their funny furry clothes. They tell them a curious story, I don't believe it's true. And yet you may learn a lesson if I tell the tale to you. Once when the good Saint Peter lived in the world below, and walked about it preaching just as he did you know. He came to the door of a cottage in travelling round the earth, where a little woman was making cakes and baking them on the hearth. And being faint with fasting, for the day was almost done, he asked her from her store of cakes to give him a single one. Now, till here we had seen that good Saint Peter means great Saint Peter was taking round of earth for preaching the people about the religion about the Christian religion and about Christianity, and he was fasting on that day and he was traveling to which region? Northland. And when he was traveling there, the day was about to end and he was fasting that day and the day was about to end. He was very hungry, he was exhausted by traveling and all, and when he was traveling, he could see a small cottage, a small house in the Northland, and an old lady was baking cake there on the hearth. Hearth means, as I said you, stove. And now when he was standing at the door of the cottage, so he demanded a single cake. See, very openly he is asking just for a single cake. But let us see what exactly this lady is going to do, whether she is going to give him a cake or not. And previous to that we have discussed about the atmosphere, about the clothing, about the transportation of that particular region. This poem can be associated or can be linked with a subject like social science. In that you have studied about igloos, about the people living in igloo and all. Okay, so and even here we have discussed about the clothes of the children. They are looking like funny beer cups because they are wearing all furry clothes and all. So now when this Saint Peter was demanding for a cake, so let us see whether this lady has fulfilled his wish or not. Now come down to the next page, and it is page number 66. So let us have a reading of this stanzas. Now she made a very little cake, but as it baking lay, she looked at it and thought it seemed too large to give away. Now see, many a times we also have this experience that if suppose your friend is having chocolate, imagine if your friend is having silk, Cadbury silk, everyone's favorite, I know that. Now, but you expect your friend to share with you. Okay, even your friend is sharing with you, but definitely when your friend is going to part it, when your friend is going to break it, definitely your friend is going to take a larger part of it and give you the smaller part. I know this is definitely going to happen, and if you are really very best friend, very close to your friend, then definitely he will give 50-50. But if you, many a times you see this happens, that the person who is the owner or the chocolate belongs to him, definitely is going to part one in small and one in big one, and definitely the the chocolate whom does it belongs, definitely he is going to take the big one. So this happens. This is a human tendency. Even though a person willingly doesn't do this, but the greediness compels the person to behave in this way. Now, the same case with this lady. What is given here, see? So she made a very little cake, but as it baking lay, She looked at it and thought it seemed too large to give away. Now when this great Saint Peter, apostle of Jesus Christ, when he was at the door, actually the lady was not knowing that he is one of the apostles of Jesus Christ, that he is Saint Peter. She was unaware of all these things. Now what she did, when Saint Peter demanded for a cake, what did she do? Then she made a very little cake. She took a small amount of dough and she made a cake and she baked it. But after baking, when it was when the cake was prepared, okay, when it was at the last stage, when it was prepared, and that time what the lady could see, that after baking it appeared to her that it was very big to give away. So she was greedy, she was stingy as well, and what she was thinking, no, this cake is really very big, I can't give this cake to the person, because she was greedy and she was feeling now this cake is very large to give away. Now next stanza. Therefore she needed another and still a smaller one, but it looked when she turned it over as large as the first had done. Now what it is said? Therefore she needed another. Needed means to make. Okay. Now to make another dough. So she prepared another dough. Actually first she took small amount of dough, but after baking it appeared very big to her. It appeared very large to her to part it with Saint Peter. So what did she do? Then she kept it aside and she made one more cake. She prepared one more dough, a small amount of dough, and still a smaller one. And the one which she had prepared before, which she has made before, comparatively smaller she had made again. Okay. Then, and still a smaller one, but it looked when she turned it over as large as the first had done. And when she turned the cake on the hearth, on the stove, what did she felt? She felt that this is same like the first one, and again she was not ready to part with that cake also. Okay, then let us go with the next stanza. Then she took a tiny scrape of dough and rolled it flat and baked it thin as a wafer, but she couldn't part with that. Now see, this is the limit of greediness. Okay, what she had done now? Twice she made a dough, then she baked it, but both the times it seemed the same to her. It appeared same to her that both the cake, whatever twice she made, were same size, and she couldn't part with it with the Saint Peter. Now third time what did she do? She took a tiny scrap, a small piece. Scrap means small piece. So she took a tiny scrap of dough and rolled it flat, and she rolled it very flat. With the rolling pin, she rolled it very flat so that it should appear, even the scrape was small, even the amount of the dough was small, but after rolling it with the rolling pin, what she was feeling as if it will be, the size will be big, and the person to whom she wants to share with, he will also feel that what a big cake she had given to me. So what did she do? She rolled it flat. Okay, and she rolled it flat and baked it thin as a wafer. So you all know the potato wafers and all. So what did she do? She rolled it in such a way that it was looking like a wafer. Then, but she couldn't part with that. Now see height of this. Even though she had made a very flat cake, she had rolled it very flat, but then also she was not ready to share that cake with Saint Peter. Okay. Now for these three stanzas, I have prepared some questions. So let us have a look on that questions. Let us have a small discussion on it so that you can understand it very better. Now, why did she make a very little cake? Why not a big one? Yes. Why did she make a very little cake? The little woman was very greedy. She didn't make a big cake knowingly. Okay. Genuinely she had not made a big cake. To save some dough, she made a small and not a bigger cake. Yes. As she was very greedy, she was selfish, and because of that, to save some dough, she had not made the big cake. Okay. Now next question. How did the little cake appear to her? How did did the little cake appear to her? Even the small cake seemed very big to her. Even though she had made a small cake, but then also she felt that it was a big one. She didn't want it to give away. Now, why didn't the old lady give that little cake to Saint Peter? Why didn't she give it? The little lady was a greedy creature. She was a greedy woman, and knowingly she made a very little cake for Saint Peter. But even it appeared too big to her to share with him. Okay. Now, we have to find one word which means appeared. Okay, in this stanza, you have to find one word which means appear. Appear means to seemed. Okay, on page number 66, stanza number 1, line number 3, seemed is the word which means appeared. Okay, now come down to the second stanza and let us have a discussion for this with question and answers for better understanding. Now, why did she needed another? Why did she needed another dough to make a small cake? She needed another dough. Okay. Then what was the size of the second cake? The second cake was smaller in size comparatively the first one. Okay. Then why didn't she give the second cake to Saint Peter? Why didn't she give the second cake to Saint Peter? Because she felt that even the second cake was too large to give away. Then explain the following: needed another. Now, the old lady needed the flour to make another cake. So, she needed means what? To prepare a dough. Okay, using water and the regular wheat flour. So, what is the meaning? The old lady needed the flour to make another cake. Needed, N-not, K-N-E-A-D-E-D. Okay. Then, next stanza, what it is? Why did the old lady take a tiny scrap of dough? Why did the old lady take tiny scrap of dough? So, the greedy lady want to make still a smaller cake for Saint Peter, and that is the reason she took a small amount of scrap of dough. Then, why was the dough rolled flat? Why was it rolled flat? Yes, this dough was rolled very flat to make a smaller cake again, but she felt that it should feel Saint Peter that it's not small one, it's the big one. So to make the smaller cake, she rolled it flat and flat. Then why did she bake the cake thin as a wafer? She did so as she wanted to save some dough. So she made she was rolling the dough very thin and flat as wafer because she wanted to save some dough, as she was very selfish and she was very greedy. So I hope you understood all these three stanzas. Now let us continue with the fourth one. Now what is the fourth one? Yes, fourth stanza on page number 66. For she said, my cakes that seem too small when I eat of them myself, and yet too large to give away, so she put them on the shelf. Now, this lady, what she was thinking? She was thinking, when I am eating this cakes, which one? The smaller cakes which she had made genuinely to give away to Saint Peter. What she is saying? But when I am eating this cake, it seems very small to me, right? But when I am sharing this to someone, I feel that they are very large to give away. See, this is what the tendency of a human being. So, somewhere the hidden things which are in our subconscious mind, the poet has tried to expose all these things, right? How one behaves when it's time to part something with someone. So, this is all the human tendencies, all the human mindsets what's come out when the situation is in front of you. These things, even when we are listening to this explanation or the story, we feel it as a story. But in reality, this is what we all behave in our day-to-day life, and which should be avoided. You should be very free to share your things, to part with your things, right? This is what the moral we should study from this. For she said, my cake that seemed too small when I eat them myself. This lady is saying, when I am eating this cake, I feel that these cakes are very small. And yet too large to give away. And when it's time to give away, she feels that it's too large. I should not part with it. So she put them on the shelf. And when it was time to share the cake, so she was feeling it is too big and I can't give away. So she picked up and kept it on the shelf. Okay. So then let us have discussion for this as for question and answers. Why did her cakes look too small when she ate them herself? The old lady was very greedy and her greed made her think so. So she was feeling that when she was eating they are small and when she was parting they are big. This was all the thing because of the greediness what she was having. Okay, then why did they look too large to give them away? The cake appeared too large to give away because it reflects the greed of the lady. Okay, so next question, why did she put them on the shelf? She put them on the shelf because she don't want to part the cake with the Saint Peter as they were appearing so large to give away. So this is all what the discussion of 4 stanzas. Hope you all understood, and we will be continuing with the next stanzas in the next video. Thank you. Have a nice day.